Bishop, this is a girl, Shaz Abraham, Sharon Abraham. I am back again, baby. Today I just want us to talk about money. Not just money, but financial management. Personal financial management. You know, that's relevant. You know, to be honest, what solo nowadays is money. Everything is about money. And I remember last time in the last episode, I talked about priorities when I was talking about time management and everything. But today, I just want us to discuss financial management. And these two, time management and financial management, they go hand in hand. Because somewhere in between there, priorities are there. It still goes back to financial management. Priorities. So for you to manage your finances, if you know you are managing your finances well, you should not struggle. And you should not feel madi amanye in a way. Once you start madi amanye, somewhere, somehow, something is wrong. When you're waking, but madi amanye, feel madi at least the basic needs, then you should know there's a problem somewhere. If you're waking, but o khona go tlela magare ga kgwedi o sena dijo mo ntlong o khona go tlela o sena lone madi a transport o khona go itlhela ga gongwe o sena kana lene ngwana madi a thupula wa mokgabo go sekolo ngwana sena madi thupula wa mokgabo. You should know that there's something is wrong. I don't want you to come gun blazing at me. I want you to understand this concept, financial management. I know some might say, like 600 pula hide recipe, 1,000 pula hide recipe, I have to do this, I have to do that. I understand that. To be honest, I am not talking about the amount, and I am not talking about a certain figure, and I'm not talking about a certain lifestyle. What I'm talking about, you should have a tailor-made budget for you. Tailor-made budget, a custom-made budget for you. How are you going to have this custom-made budget for yourself? This is where priorities comes in. Now, is at the list of your priority. That needs money. Is it school fees? Is it hello hawana? Is it dijo montlu? Obviously you cannot have the inclusion and dijo. Is it rent? Is it diaparo? Is it entertainment? Is it data? Is it airtime? How do you khaoganya your money? According to your priorities. Now, that's when that time management. It's one I have. You have your priorities and then you have your to-do list. Now, this time around, you don't have goals, but go your priorities in your necessities, what you need. You know, trust me, for the longest time or every day, I've seen a whole lot of people spending money they do not have to impress people they do not even care. That is where the problem comes in. That is when now you know your financial management is a mess. You don't have money, but you are spending it. What do I mean by that? Just because festival omonana only 14, only 2,000, you want to go because your friends are going, you want to go. But funds, you start you start adding you start taking loans here and there, you start taking you start like borrowing. A sweet talker. You are going to spend that money. It's not yours. But you are spending that money to go and achieve a short-term thing won't even serve you. This is now the importance of setting priorities and setting goals when you're talking about finances. To avoid spending money on things they do not serve you. I'll give you an example. You are a student, maybe say a university student, you stay in campus, probably the money that you are getting as a madiape akalo, but you eat, and the allowance everything, yeah, toiletry, yeah, for toiletries, and be good. But now you have other interests, you have other hobbies, you want to fund, you have other expenses, they want money, they need money. How are you going to manage all these things? When your time management skill is in shambles, how are you going to do it? Because if you're not disciplined like that, you're going to end up now over this madi is not enough. But really, if you are in campus and there's food in campus and the allowance is for your toiletries and is for snacks and food that is just to supplement what you're getting in campus, that should be enough. If you have smart goals, if you have priorities, that should be enough. But once you start into your budget, you start adding things they will want you to fund. That's when you're going to have a problem. So really, time management, I'll give you an example. Look at the because to be honest, pressure. In the society, there's too much pressure. In the organizations that are in the institutions that are there is so much pressure. Like I always say, I always preach in my other videos, we have social standards, we have some hierarchies saying the society have placed us more on. And if you're going to find yourself in those standards, financial skill, financial management skill, you're going to be in trouble. You know what? Because of the salary I can manage to play the 30 pula every day until and I'll be okay. This is the budget what I dedicate for this. I dedicate 200 pula or 300 pula for my lunch because I cannot be able to cook and pack my lunch. But when salary or even if you have the same salary, the responsibilities that you have, they need you to fund you out of this salary. They do not allow you to buy plate every day at work. But because you want to now put yourself under pressure, you do what? You go and buy food every day. You start spending money now. So broke because it's next month. And you sit down at the end of the month, you look at your bank balance, you look at your statement. What did I really do with money? What did I do with that money? Oh, how about instead of giving us an explanation, how come? Are you not the same person spending money? What do you mean how is it? Because your priorities are misplaced. You have not really put your priorities we lekanya your budget, we lekanya your salary. So for you to really be smart at managing your finances, one, you need to have a budget. You need to look at how you spend your money. You need to look at the things that you spend your money on. This is where your priorities come in. Is it what you need? Is it what you want? Time management, what is urgent and what is important. So now here, we are talking about what you need and what you want, because we are talking about money. So for you to spend money, you need to spend money first on what you need, on what needs to be done. Things like food, rent, transport ya go ya go tirong, transport ya ngwana. Things when you do not have them, you cannot function. You're talking about those. And the ones bo data, like going out with friends, having that lunch at the restaurants, that glass of wine, you can survive pretty well without a glass of wine. You can survive pretty well without a lunch every day. You can survive pretty well without loading, and saving that money for something bigger, for something will save you. Go pay. Budget. It works around priorities and everything. That is how you are going to draw your budget. Now, you've drawn your budget, yes, you've allocated funds. Fine, all is good. What is next? You need to identify your, commitment as well. Commitment. You need to have accountability partner. You need someone who will hold you accountable, or you need something that will hold you accountable. How's now draw a budget there? How? You make sure you stick to it. That is where commitment comes in. Make sure you stick to your budget. You draw your budget, all is well and nice. Stick to your budget. How do you stick to your budget? How do you control Koreano? Because you can have a budget that thing allowance yamadi assets. So what are we saying about this money assets? I just want to make a disclaimer. I'm not a financial manager or expert or something. This is just a basic knowledge. It will make you move from one place to the other and make sure you organize your life perfectly well for you to reach your goals. So now you have this money assets after you make this budget, after you paid your necessities, after you have everything. You have at least a lump sum assets. What are you going to do? Now, one thing that you should ask yourself, do you now want to live your life financing your needs from your pocket? Are you not willing to finance your needs from somewhere else? What are the fancy somewhere else? This is where now that idea comes in. Or no man, but I cannot really live like this. I cannot be funding my projects from my pocket every day. I cannot be funding my brok or my dijo, my school fees and everything from my pockets. But I have money left. What can I do? Save that money. Invest that money. So now, there are different types of savings. You can save for emergencies. You can save for something. You can save for a need. You can save for the want. There is nothing wrong in wanting an iPhone 16. Let me get that. There is nothing wrong in wanting an iPhone 16. But do you have money to finance it? And how are you willing to finance it? It is not an emergency. It is not urgent. It is not even important to have that phone. But you want it. Fair enough. Because really, financial management really does not mean you should deprive yourself from no, we work hard for our money. We need to have nice things. But when time frame, so now the savings, it can be savings iPhone 16. That savings, it does not even injure your pocket. It does not even injure you anyhow. It does not even affect your necessities. It does not even affect your daily life. It's just that small money, like you save and get it. And you can save for emergencies. because tota ga gore ga kgwedi hela o sala o sna le thebe mo ileng gore go mpeo kana ga go ka te ngwana ke o rebegile go sekolo mme ebile o tlhokana le gore a iswe marina right now. You don't even have transport money or madi a fuel to take ngwana there. There has to be a savings ya emergencies, and make sure that it is that savings ya emergencies and it serves that purpose. You have to win emergency. You know, go tswa le majita go ya majiteng ga se emergency, go tswa le machiri it is not an emergency, gore mama wa letsa go kae it is not an emergency. You cannot dip there ko mading ngale wa go tsa sengwenyana just because o dibile di figure nyana tse di mo teng a borno ke tla busetsa. It is going to form a habit. You are go tloela gore no, let me just ke tsenyana, I'll do that. Ebe modimo go humble emergency e tsong go e betla ile emergency engwe ile gore it's huge. A bo fitlhela gore keng kana go you've wasted funds, and when you look at it, or kana me this savings was doing pretty good, but what happened? O simola you know o na le stress, o simola bata go suba ba nka menwana kana me majita ha nna ba sa re renkebe ke sa. So it's for emergencies, and it direhela gore ke yone ya di emergencies. And there is nothing wrong le ha go sna di emergency. You keep that account running. Even if ha gona di emergency, it will help you in the future. Ha le gore o nile for a very longest time. God has been so faithful and so good to you that you haven't had any emergency. Keep it. Keep it. It will help you. And then you save now. Horeng I can save and I can learn I kona le gore nka thuma mo teng kona le gore nka yana ke crave di hot wings ke be ke tsaya kona e reng ikare ke be ke dire kona ke bengere kona le gore you can fund your wants, you can fund your monate ka one, which is okay. I le gore lo na gape there is a limit how often you do that. And because you do not want to continue funding all of this from the money you are getting somewhere, from the money that you are getting from work or from your business or anything, you need now to have another account. Now here is for investment. Because many times we save money, but we don't invest. After a period of time, you take that money, you use it for whatever that you wanted to use it for, you go broke again. But at least when you invest a fraction of your money, you invest it will give you another money. That's when you'll have passive income. That's when you'll have money keeps on coming. Side hustle. You have a job here, this other thing that you're doing. It's a side hustle. Perfect. It's good. Because the responsibilities, the wants and needs, so when you have this spachinyana on the side, which is an investment now we are talking about money bringing another money. Madi atlisa ngamawe. Ko di savings tsele tsa emergency, tsele tsa monate, tsele tsa iPhone, ko madi antsehela seated. How we're not even making any interest? Because it's just money that elon saver. How if making interest, the interest is very small. So really when you're talking about who invest up, that is where now, because guys, mentorship was done everywhere. How where you invest now, this is where you bring in mentors. You bring in professional financial advisors. It's important like on the surface. You bring in professional financial managers. They will come now help you with this 1,000. This is where you can invest for this long. People who will make sure you understand the word investment and how it works. Because many times people, they go into investments, and then they don't really understand it. There was a time someone answered, you know what, cancel whatever policy is an investment because nobody investment. I've been 1,000 for 5 years. I mean, it's over 3 years now. but ha ke re ka go a tsa ba nthaba re ga ke tseye sepe madi na isa ire sepe. So o se gore ke ana le stress. No, that's the policy. That's how things are done. De ka mo go iruang ka teng ke hela gore o tlhokile motho o go gakolang a go tlhalosetsa how investments are done. You needed somebody who will hold your hand a go rare once you invest, know what this is what you are putting yourself into. Know what this is how it works. Your money will start making you money after this long or after this period. But because you went in there blindly because apparently someone told you when you invest, you can become rich overnight. About some steps. That is why it is very much important to invest in mentors, to invest in accountability partners, to make sure when you are committed to your budget, to your goals. So, yeah, investment, that is when now you need but they will explain you how investment works. Because like they invest. After 2 years, they below everything because on this idea ya gore ke na le some millions somewhere because ke rekile di shares ko Chopisi ke rekile sorry about that I don't want to mention brands ke rekile di shares ko kae ke rekile di shares ko kae and now sure you have money you can't know you skipped part e nngwe because we don't read la how nela when I'm not excited you just sign the dotted lines you don't want to read. Everything, you are flat, you don't have anything. Because you have this idea, okay, fine, I invested 2,000 somewhere. I'm sure by now, this establishment, I'm sure it's 15,000, it's 150,000. Can't know, it hasn't even started making money. You want to be so celebrate. Lack of information. Lack of adequate information, it will help you to manage your finances. Haribots. And la haribotsa, we do not invest in asking professionals because the services, some by charge yes for consultation. There's some financial managers by they charge for consultation, but sometimes that's something you really should do for yourself. Because that's a once-off payment. Just to sit down with someone who the finances. Baba, they won't even charge you. Baba, are your friends by that into the industrial thing, that into the fraternity and your finances and stuff. You know, you really need to use them, sit them down. Tell them, this is what I want to do, but in the near future, because you'll be having your long-term goals and your short-term goals, this is what I want to achieve, this is what I want, this is what I want. So how do you think, how do you suggest I go about it? Professionals. So matata rena ko gore rena le goreng ebe re ingamella or ebe re sabatle goreng re ka botsa batho because we don't want to be seen as batho ba ileng gore ga ba itse dilo tse dingwe or ga ba di tlhaloganye or they are dumb. Mongwe le mongwe has area ya speciality. Like o mana ke ikentsha mo dilong ke I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a psychotherapist. I'm a wellness coach. It is because I've done finances at a basic level. That is why I'm sharing at a basic level. And there is nothing wrong in saying, I do not know. I do not understand this. And seek help from those who know that area or those who understand that field better. For the betterment of yourself. Otherwise, if you are just because financial advisor, there's something saying you might know as I see it, which is your area of specialty, which is okay. So, guys, let's manage our finances simply because can't spend money as going into debts, unnecessary debts, because because we wanted to finance our wants instead of our needs. We had our priorities misplaced, all over. We did not know what we have to do with money. We wanted to match the standards. We wanted to match standards. We wanted to and at the end of the day, we lose ourselves in the process. We are broke. Back to factory settings. They laugh you. So really, it is very, very much important to have financial management skills. This is me, from me, Shaz the Brand. Till we meet next time. Adios.